here in a minute.
Oh, hello, everyone, and welcome to the first 30 of the Funky Panther. This is where we talk about all the good that doesn't make it on the podcast, just for you fantastic people of the YouTubes.
Hi, YouTubes.
Are we even on?
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Where's the chat?
I don't know how to work this aspect of
Okay,
it.
I got you.
I see it here on the.
So if you are out there, we want to see you in the chat. Love to see it.
There you go.
Looks like we already got a handful of people out there. We just started talking. We're like, oh shit, we need to go live.
Like, we have a lot of good stuff to talk about, and we don't want to waste it on
each other.
Yes,
Yeah.
on each other. Oh, the chat already. Sam and
Waste
Christy.
a good surprise on you.
How are y'all doing? I'm going to be on Sam's show on Saturday morning.
Is this the one that keeps getting put off?
Well, it's because of me.
Yeah,
First it was
100%.
him,
No,
and
I
then it was
understand.
me because of work, and it's still really busy. And I'm still looking for another body combo man who does paint also. So
Oh, I'll
if
be your
you're-
body combo man.
That's gross. Okay. Man, it's
Got
fucking
him.
crazy busy. I can't believe we're working on Julio's truck.
Okay.
Julio Beltran.
Yeah.
And a couple of other friends of mine who don't know how to drive, I guess. And, good on them.
Thank goodness for my friends and their shitty driving.
Yeah.
Hey, so I got that Buick sitting out underneath the carport. How much to get that show quality ready?
Oh, $40,000.
Oh man, I only paid $800. That's a steal.
You know what's funny? Like, I had to go to the other shop to drop a car off that we couldn't do. It was like a 2024 Lexus that had like a copper color, like a penny color. Really nice. So we didn't have time to work on it. It's technically like a 3-day job, but I had to take it to the other shop, and they were about to close. They leave way earlier than I do.
Yeah.
Like, they get off like at 4 o'clock. My brother gets home like at 3:30 sometimes. And they're like, the guy's counting down. He's like, all right, we got 5 minutes. I was like, just lock up. I'll wait outside for my Uber. No big deal. He's like, nope, with my luck, somebody will come in right before we close. Sure as shit. 2 minutes before we lock the door, somebody fucking comes up, and they're like, I want to see how much it is for you to do a total restoration. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. He's like,
Why'd you talk like that?
that's how
they talk.
he was like, what?
Oh,
Okay, so
And,
you,
wait a
you-
second.
You can
Yeah.
do that to us.
Of course I can. Okay,
And we
do your best me.
Hey, it's me, Javier.
You can't fucking do that. Clip that.
Come on,
Clip that shit.
I
No.
can, you can do it. I can do it.
That's not how it
when?
works.
No, I think it is. I think it is at this point. When is it? We've talked about this.
I want you to do, what's that guy from Hangover? He played Chang on Community.
Oh,
Oh man, I can't do his voice.
No, you got to do it. I don't know. Oh, you can do it, right? Oh, you can do it.
no.
No. Like
We can do it with you because you're sitting right here and you did it first.
So we're going to need a Chinese over here to...
Okay.
Wow,
Don't just go saying a Chinese.
That's-
what the fuck is wrong with you?
That's such a generalized statement. I believe that he is Korean.
He actually, yeah. I think you're right.
you sure?
Apologies to our Asian community and listeners and watchers out there, which
Wow.
probably doesn't really exist. But either way, we apologize.
Yeah.
What were you saying about the
yeah,
white?
Yeah. So he's like, so the co-manager at the other shop, he's like, sir? And he's like, how much do you think it'll be? He's like, man, starts out at 10,000. And he's like, 10,000? It's like, yep. And then I saw he was about to pull up a picture of what he wanted it to look like. Two-tone color, obviously like a baby blue with a white on the bottom.
What kind of car was this?
It was like a 3/4 ton truck.
Okay.
And looking at it, I'm like, this guy, no. I knew he wanted to have a whole full-blown conversation. He's like, man, yeah, it starts at about 10, goes up, and, whatever we need to restore. And he's like, oh, I can do the restoration. He's like, no, but still, the paint goes up, and it's, it is really expensive. And, you got to go to like a show, like a, what's it? Like the guys at Fast and Loud, or like any specialty body shop like that does really nice like.
So they were just trying to deter him from even
leaving.
trying to
Get
get
him
him
to leave.
Yeah.
So
like, just stop talking. It's way too expensive. We don't do that shit. Get the fuck out of here.
and also we close in like a minute. So
Right.
I'm sorry. And it's not. It's kind of like whenever you worked at retail.
Yeah.
I worked at Best Buy or T-Mobile.
Whenever
or
that one
AT&T.
person comes in,
Just
right?
trying to rush him out. I don't care. I don't care how much money I would make right now. I want to go home, and I don't want to deal
Well,
with your shit.
the worst part was whenever we were at fucking Best Buy, You didn't get
Oh.
commission.
Oh, true that.
But and also we
that is
couldn't-
the worst. I can only imagine.
and sucked for the person whose department they were going to, because the managers that night wanted to get every number to hit goal.
Oh, yeah.
And so they would stay, like everyone would leave except for that department, and they had to be there in case he wanted to have a big sell. And whenever they didn't, everybody would be pissed, like, oh, you wasted half an hour of my time. As a matter of fact, funny story, I'm sure I've told this before.
I'd be over there just vacuuming around the guy. Hey,
Excuse me.
You buying
Excuse
something? Can you walk over there,
Excuse
please?
me.
But my last day at T-Mobile seminary, they same thing. They threw a party for me.
Is it like a T-Mobile school? You said at seminary.
Yes.
T-Mobile seminary.
Yes, like,
Yeah, at seminary
father, son.
from T-Mobile.
You get
Father,
ordained
son, and,
as an honorary T-Mobile
instead of the-
salesperson.
Instead of the Father,
He is
Son,
pretty
Holy
honorary.
Spirit, it's the Fave Five that you had to. We prayed to the Fave Five. I don't know if you remember the Fave Five.
No, I don't.
You don't remember the Fave Five? You picked 5 people from your contacts, and
Oh shit! Yeah, I do remember.
then
And it actually was like a little thing that you scroll, almost like a dial.
Yeah.
You
You
would
could
choose
te-
which one of those 5 people.
you can
I
text them
remember.
and stuff.
text them and a call
yeah,
unlimited.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they didn't charge you extra.
It's like when MySpace Top 8 was still a thing.
Oh,
and
yeah.
everyone's
Yeah.
like, "Who are your favorite fucking people? I need to know right now."
Yeah, and then it got it insane to where you could pick your top 16.
Why were they collecting that data? What were
don't-
they trying to get at?
I don't know.
All right. Anyways, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Oh, so it was my last day over there, and we were all ready to go. Somebody walked in like with a minute to close, and he was looking around, and then they're like, "It's all yours, Hernandez," and I'm like, "Fuck." So he was looking around. I'm like, "Sir, is there anything we do for you? I mean, we're closing soon." He's like, "I'm a paying customer," and I'm like, "Honestly, sir, it's my last day here. I can really give a shit like what you buy."
No.
Yeah. And then it was funny because my manager at the time, like, he was like laughing because he's like, "This is fucking hilarious. I would have done the same shit. This is hilarious." So
Like, what are they going to do? Fire you?
yeah, right.
Or I'm already out. Burning this bridge. I don't care.
Great people though.
Burn this whole store down.
Burn this mother down.
You know, those were the best times and the best. I met the coolest people working those jobs, so I don't regret that.
I said the same thing. Like, if I could go and make the same money, we talked about this not that long ago. If I could make the money I make right now and go work back at Best Buy or something, which probably not the smartest. They just filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy, I believe.
Again?
I believe so.
Best Buy?
That's
Didn't
what
they do it already?
That's what I was told. So I haven't researched that, but someone told me like, yeah, you probably shouldn't work there because that
Yeah.
happened.
Wow.
But regardless, I would do that in a heartbeat because a different set of stresses, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, but you want to go to the store and like stand up and do all that stuff every day?
I think
again?
so.
I don't think you could do it, man.
I don't think I could do it either, but
Why do you say you want to?
it doesn't mean I don't want to.
All right. Well, what do you guys been up to, Javier? Let's start with you because you weren't on last week. You really just ditched us last
I
minute. You
did.
said, "Fuck you
Last
guys."
minute, I'm like-
I'm out.
And you know what's funny? I was like thinking, oh, man, I'm too busy. I was like, I want to wait until like last minute. I'm going to tell these guys, hey, I'm not going to make it.
What a jerk.
I mean, you missed that. We had a whole posse up here.
You
Yeah,
did?
we actually did. The room was full. The whole studio was full.
Yeah, who's here?
There was people stripping,
Okay.
and it was mostly men.
Yeah, it was only men.
It was all men.
Don't say mostly. It was only men.
Cool.
It was all
cool.
men. No, J-Boy brought his little crew that he's got now.
Yeah.
Okay, was it like a D12 or something?
Kind of.
Yeah, basically.
Basically
Just a bunch
D12.
but it was a bunch of white dudes or what?
No.
Like,
No?
It was,
Not only.
who was it? Who was it? Not only who.
Huh?
have
Don't
you
worry
li-
about it.
Have you listened to the show?
I listened to the freestyle. I watched the whole thing live. I was taking a shower whenever like y'all were about to finish the episode, so I was like, okay.
He was probably at home the whole time. He just wanted to be here with us.
I understand that.
He's
I
like,
mean,
"Oh, I'm at work," and he's just at home
I'm
watching
eating
it
spaghetti out of like a big fucking mixer bowl
on the
like-
couch with his brand new big ass TV.
he's got one of those plastic Ranger helmets because of the World Series. So he went out and bought one of those,
Oh,
and he's just
nice.
eating spaghetti out of that.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah.
I'll tell you what, there's TVs are stupid cheap, and I know you spent good money on yours, not a lot,
No, not
right?
a lot, no.
But like Danny did. Danny spent a lot of money. He
spent
probably
a lot
got
of
like a
money on mine, too.
75-inch.
You
And
need to get like one of those ULEDs
I
or
think so.
OLEDs.
You know, there are definitely more expensive model TVs, but at this point, really, who cares? I don't know who really cares. There is a 75-inch on Black Friday at Walmart that I'm looking at possibly getting. That's 75-inch for $400.
Is it a TCL brand or what brand is it?
No,
Sanyo.
yeah, one of those not great ones.
Hyusen.
I want to say Westinghouse, but I don't think they do those anymore. I don't think they do those
That was
anymore.
my first big screen TV.
It might have been the
Westinghouse.
TCL or whatever it is. That
That's
might
a
be
good,
the one.
It's a good brand TV.
I have 2 other TVs from the same because they're like built in with Roku and all that stuff.
Yeah.
They're not bad.
No.
For $400, like, I don't know. That's ridiculous.
I spent $1,000 on mine, right about almost.
Okay.
And it's a 65-inch.
That's not too bad. I mean, it's still a lot more than
Yeah,
what you could do
I just
now.
wanted a
Fancy boy.
yeah, one of those fancier ones.
Yeah.
Well, I had to buy mine because my brother's discount was running out. And,
Oh, that's right.
And the cool thing was
Yeah, you had to.
I had to.
I had to. I didn't have a choice.
But the cool thing, I think, on the 5-year warranty, I think I spent like $30.
Damn.
Yeah, so I had
So
to.
you're covered.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw a bowl of spaghetti next time I get upset.
All right, so you worked. You lost people that stopped working with you.
Yeah, it's a weird time here in America. Nobody wants to work. So and my brother doesn't listen, so that's good. So over with him also. So
This just in, we have Gil Hernandez Jr. on the line.
man, like they hired somebody new and they fired another guy because they were like, oh, this other guy's better and he's faster. The new guy ended up not showing up.
Oh God.
And they had one body man left. And man, my dad was pissed. He's like, so you're telling me you hired a guy, fired the other guy before the new guy shows up, and the new guy didn't show up?
Yeah, it's not very smart.
No.
Oh yeah, that's bad.
But also, that's happening a lot. To your point, like I remember whenever Scotty Scott had started the grilled cheese truck, he was talking about how like it was hard to keep people working more than a single day.
Yeah.
He's like, they come in one day and they're just out, they're done. I don't want to work anymore. Like, are you kidding me?
Like, I mean, it's people that beg for money. You know,
What's
if
a-
you do, and you're, I don't know why you listen.
what's that?
But,
Trust babies?
Trust fund baby.
Trust fund babies? Yeah. Are they trust fund babies? Are all these people trust
I
fund?
don't think so.
How do you get a trust fund?
I think people expect
get somebody
a
to trust
certain
you?
type of work,
I don't want to work.
and then as soon as they don't have it, they're immediately out. They don't try to push through.
No.
They don't wait until they find something better. Like it makes sense for you to like, okay, well at least I have a job, and then do that job until you find something new. But people are just jumping from thing to thing.
I kind of feel like I'm not going to bash on this generation, like the one maybe above us or below us or however that works. I think they see stuff online and
Younger
they
than
just
us.
want younger than us.
The Z, right? Isn't that the Z?
Gen Z, I think.
I think so.
And I think they want instant gratification.
We're sounding like Generation X people right now. You know that because the Gen Xers were saying that about us.
Yeah, but we're
And
actually.
then the Boomers they've been blaming millennials
No.
even to now.
You know what's funny? I saw this. It was a Barstool video today, actually, on Instagram. One of the comedian women that are out there, I don't actually know her name, but she's pretty popular. She
Paula
went on this.
Poundstone.
Yep.
She went on this rant. What is
No,
this?
it's not. No.
Okay,
No,
I don't have any idea. I'm real bad with names. So I was like, oh, cool. Then yeah, maybe that's who it is. No, so she went on this rant for like a minute and a half about how our generation, the millennial generation, has paved the road for Z to do whatever the fuck they want, essentially.
Yeah.
And I thought it's interesting, and especially because it's coming up right now. But yeah, it's kind of weird. Liza
Schlesinger.
Schlesinger.
Yeah, Liza Schlong.
Schlongschlinger.
Schlongschlinger. That's the one.
I like
think
Schlongschlinger.
that's right. Also from the chat. So that's from the chat, by the way. Like, we didn't actually know who that is, and still don't really. From the chat, TCL is terrible. Ours went out once, had it repaired, and then it went out again a year later. Here's my deal on
It's
TCL.
so cheap. Who cares?
Yeah, it's basically a fucking plastic bag. You just, get rid of it
Reuse it till you can't.
and get a new one.
You know the thing. This is what I used to like about Roku TVs, that you used to be able to download the Pornhub app, but they removed it. They took that out.
You could do that with Roku.
Yeah, yeah, but they took it out now, so I'm kind of sad.
Hmm.
But you also have like
Maybe you gotta
Pluto
jailbreak it.
or Maybe.
Only you would know that.
Yeah, look at my.
I didn't even know there was a Pornhub app.
Same.
Yeah, yeah.
Didn't know.
It's been there for years.
I feel like that would have been blocked from the get,
No.
some kind of porn app.
No, like First Amendment and stuff. The ACLU.
Okay, if I go search porn on my app store on my phone, I guarantee you nothing's going to come up.
I think it's one of those.
Obviously
I think it's one of those. One of those apps you gotta
he's gonna
find.
get on Google porn.
No, I'm going to go to the actual app store on the Apple phone and see what kind of things pop up.
You gotta get it from one of those shady sites, and then Apple warns you like, "Hey, this is not a legit thing
All right.
from us."
So I'm going to give you the top 10 things that it pulled up when I just searched porn.
Okay, I'm here for lists.
Number 1, private browser web. Number 2, private browser deluxe. Number 3, vibrator, strong massage.
Wow.
You can make your phone into a... That's number 3. Number 4, PP, anime girl adult simulator. Jesus Christ.
What was the name of that again?
Just search
right.
porn. Just search porn.
Yeah, keep going.
Okay, so where are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5, YOLO, 18 plus meet and video. Make friends and adult role play.
Okay.
Number 6,
I like to make
iGirl,
friends.
AI girlfriend chatbot. It's virtual dating, romantic bot. Number 7, I think, iMessage, you vibrating, so another vibrating app. Number 8, Joy Hub, 18 meet video chat with strangers. This is going to be just guys, right?
Yeah,
It's just going to be just
It's
an
gonna
app
be
full of dudes.
An app full of dudes. It's gonna be like. Did you ever get on like Omegle?
R.I.P.
That finally got shut down.
Yeah.
Wasn't that like the chat Jeep or not the chat roulette type thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
yeah.
it was always dudes with their schlong out.
It's always.
They even had one where it had like glasses and they put like makeup on the tip and looked like a nose. It's
Jesus
weird.
Christ. Number 9,
Yeah, real weird back
anonymous chat room, adult only group chatting apps. That one seems like it would be.
That's a sting by the police.
It is. Not
That's
FBI
where
related.
That's where you get Chris Hansen.
Listen,
Chris
that one
Hansen's
has
in that.
88,000 reviews.
That's
This is a huge deal. And then number 10, sex actions. Couple, truth or dare, chat for dating. It's
That
like a game app.
That sounds fun.
Except the icon are just like two hands tied together, which I don't
So
know.
are we going to download that and use it for
I
each
don't know.
other?
I'm trying to see now. I'm curious on how many downloads and stuff these have. The one that has the most is 111,000. It's a private web browsing. The next,
So it's kind of like what's that?
So do they not know that like there's incognito mode in like all the browsers?
I guess not. And then the second biggest is this anonymous chat room. I'm actually kind of curious on this one.
Download it. Just download it.
Like, I think this would be something fun for the podcast. Is like just who knows what's going to come up.
If we could mirror it to the screen, and do something like that.
Yeah.
that'd
Next
be,
time we'll have to mirror it to the screen. I'll download this.
that'd be wild.
A lot of the portraits or the pictures, that it kind of has on here, they're all blurry. So I don't really know what to expect. But apparently, they competed. I don't know. It's on Forbes. I don't.
It's on
I don't know.
Forbes?
I don't
Hey,
know.
Hey, it's like what they say, PPP, baby. It pays to be a pervert. pays to be a pervert. Pay pervert.
Who says this?
PTBP?
You. You're like me. Me, I say this.
It pays to pay pervert.
Oh, my God. All right, so that's what you've been up to,
Wow.
Javier.
Just
We
being a
didn't
big
even
old
talk about
pervert.
what I did.
Yeah,
what did you
What did you
do?
do?
I don't remember. It's been a long week. It's been work busy. And then
Work busy.
I'm still on a high from the Rangers World Series win, so that's cool.
Whoop. We didn't even talk about that in the last episode. We're going to have to get into that in a little bit.
What else, man? What else? I'm trying to think.
There's a lot of people that are pissed off about that.
But
Not the World Series, but like the coverage and all that stuff. Like being able to watch the games, not because costs money and whatnot.
From the chat, what's up, Chase the Dice? How's it going, man?
Yo, chat rooms are the OG dating app. Yeah, I remember. What was it? Chat. Was it AIM instant messenger chats? Like you get into
Chat
chat
rooms.
rooms.
ASL, baby.
ASL,
ASL,
baby.
motherfucker.
God, so much perversion.
How many guys do you think you've chatted with?
Oh.
All?
I think a majority of them.
How many times do you think we've chatted with each other?
Creepy.
I never had on AIM. I never had a fake name, so it was.
Oh,
always,
yeah, I didn't either.
Javier always had like at least one throwaway.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No.
You 100% had multiple throwaways.
I'm trying to think.
How many
No,
email addresses do you have right now? Yeah, come on.
Well, because work. I mean,
Yeah.
God,
Oh,
dog.
you need a bunch for work.
Yeah, hey, look. See, Harvey. I forgot Harvey and Christy on the group chat met on the MSN chat. Yeah, they sure
That's
did.
right.
Also, Rangers are not renewing the contract with Bally Sports pending approval. Yeah, I think 2024 is going to be the last year. Which, by the way, Bally Sports, which took over for Fox Sports Southwest, total ass. That
blows.
channel is a fucking travesty. You have to get it like on YouTube TV to like get a subscription or whatever the fuck.
Which I have YouTube TV.
Yeah,
It's nice.
So I mean,
I like it.
I mean, I've been able to watch every game on DirecTV.
I hope they get rid of it sooner than later because seriously, like Bally Total Fitness was a piece of shit, and so was their channel.
All right, let's talk about the Rangers after we start the
Yeah.
episode.
We get into that later. All right, so that's all you did. That's all you did. You don't remember what you did. You just worked a lot. And
Worked a lot.
That's it.
For the World Series stuff. I stayed at home and watched, didn't go
Yeah.
anywhere. I mean, the last World Series runs, we were at the poorhouse.
Well, we're going to talk about that
Drinking.
on the main
Oh,
show.
we'll talk about that stuff in the main show.
Yeah.
Um,
We're just trying to find out what you did. Just
what did
recently.
I do?
You keep asking, and so do we. Just fucking tell us.
There was one day I went to Poncho's.
Oh.
That was
Why do you keep letting yourself down like
Because
that?
no, it wasn't bad this time. It was pretty good.
I've not had a bad.
no way.
I've not had a bad time.
But the good
at
thing
Ponchos.
is I didn't like gorge myself on food. I just had my plate and finished whatever.
I still want to
Sam
go to
gave
the
me.
place behind it. I would
La
love.
Hacienda?
Yeah, I would love
I've been
for us
wanting
to
to do
plan a
that,
day
too.
to go back in that
That'd
spot.
be good. We should do that on a Sunday.
Yeah, I'd like
That'd be really
that.
like a Sunday after church lunch,
After,
huh?
yes, absolutely.
Or like late at night when Chad gets off work.
That's true too.
Whoops.
Whoopsie.
So Chad, you've had this wonderful job here lately, and it seems like that's been occupying your time. So have you
Yes.
done anything other than you talked about moving,
Yeah,
which you got that all done. You had your little
Moved.
housewarming party,
I did that.
got that all done. So where are we at now? Are we just like done and domesticated, and that's it?
I hide a lot in corners, you know what I mean, and just kind of cry.
Yeah, I've been there.
No, it's been good. They actually swapped my schedule, so I was off Monday, Tuesday, which nothing fucking happens on a Monday, Tuesday. It's kind of
You make things happen on a Monday, Tuesday.
look. I will
That's how that
say
works.
that Monday, Tuesdays are really good for getting shit done because I can go to the grocery store or wherever and it's going to be empty and I'm fine. But I miss at least one weekend day. You know what I mean? And so they actually swapped me to Thursday, Friday, which is still not a weekend, but like Friday's closer to a Saturday than a Monday is to Sunday.
What was that song like? Something on a Tuesday.
It's going
I'm
up.
going
Yeah,
up
on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we do. The problem is, and no offense, but we also do this on Tuesday. So if you were off today, would you want to be off all day and be like, oh, I still have to go podcast tonight?
100%.
Lying sack of
Damn
shit.
straight.
Sack of shit. So, it's nice that, I was able to work, eat, and then come here, and then I still have 2 days off this week. But in the mix of all of this, they gave me Sunday off. So I actually had Sunday off. I didn't know what to do with myself. Like, we went to brunch at Reservoir, which, by the way, I don't think I've ever had brunch at Reservoir.
Oh,
It's good, yeah.
So good. $3 mimosas, and they're huge.
Did you try?
Oh, I didn't know they
the,
had cheap mimosas.
Yeah.
They still got the what's it?
The Captain Crunch tenders?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
on a
hell yeah.
sandwich, that's what
Fuck
I had.
yeah.
So
Oh.
good. With a little egg on it. We went there, went to Bottle Blonde because it's been forever since, probably a year since I've been to Bottle to go to Tower.
Was that same girl there?
They rotate, so probably, I don't think so.
Okay.
Who wants pizza roll?
But that was fun. Got to hang out with Kate from Forever Reckless for a little bit because she also had Sunday off, which was nice because she hasn't had
Yeah, I
those
was
days
really
off either.
confused, because whenever Jordan came in and she's like, Chad and Kate are going to Bottle Blonde. I was like, I thought Chad had to work. What time's he off? And Lance was like, I don't know.
It was pretty last minute. Like, they told me Saturday
Yeah.
that I had Sunday off, and I'm like, you better shut your dirty
You're like,
mouth.
say less.
Yeah. Dude, I went hard on Sunday. We
I'm
also,
surprised you didn't try to plan a trip. Like, Sunday's off, I'm going someplace.
yeah, well, I did think about it, but Sarish had to work. She actually worked at Mizumi briefly on Sunday.
Nice.
And so we went to the bar at Mizumi and just got free drinks for about an hour, which was completely fine, too.
What did you think about that bar?
So we didn't actually go down.
go down, yeah.
Didn't
Oh,
go
you went
downstairs
upstairs
because
with
they
them.
weren't open till 5.
Yeah.
So it was upstairs bar. The guy was awesome. She was doing Captain Morgan, and so he was just doing all sorts of like fun cocktails because it wasn't super busy just yet. And so he just kept giving us drinks.
The Captain Morgan was making you all drinks.
The Morgan himself.
Arr.
Yeah.
You said that a lot, I heard.
Yeah. You know what else I got to check out? I actually went twice. I think I went on Saturday and Sunday. Was the Archibald? We went a couple of weeks ago, but I got to go on the rooftop this time because they didn't have a
cool,
private
I don't
event.
know what that is.
So it's the old Houston Street bar.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got you.
So we actually went to the library on Saturday night. We went to the library.
Wow.
Because we're like, let's do something different. We went to the library, and then we went to the Archibald. The library was, the same as it ever was.
Still
Except,
got skee ball and like video games.
yeah, now they got video games, and apparently they're slinging burgers, and the burgers actually smell a lot like Billy Miner's. It kind of was like bringing me back to like the good old days. But yeah, it was fun. Ended up seeing
the pervert doesn't own it anymore, right?
Jordan,
Yeah,
not our Jordan, but high school Jordan. And he was actually going to the Archibald to meet up with Brandon and Hunter, so got to hang out
Jordan
with,
Cox.
Yeah.
Oh.
So hung out with all of them on the rooftop. Again, bringing it. It was like old times on the rooftop of Houston Street, seeing people from high school.
Go Lion!
Yeah, no shit. But it was a good time, and then we got to watch the game there the next day, and the game was amazing. I'm sure we'll talk about that too. But
Yeah.
But no, it was a nice time off. That was literally the best thing that's happened to me, I think, in 2 months. It was a great day.
Jeez.
It is been a huge refresher to me. Has been able to just have a day like that to do things that I haven't been able to do in a couple months.
That's good.
Yeah.
On the group chat, La Familia is Chase's favorite Mexican spot, and it's over there off of 7th and Foch. It's really, I'll fuck with.
I've been there in a while,
La
man.
Familia.
Jordan and I were just talking about going back sometime soon because we went walking. Actually, she and I did this last week too. We went walking on the Trinity River and went over to that brunch spot right over there across from Chewy's.
Denny's.
No, I always forget the name. It's like the breakfast and brunch spot. They have like really good food and
Not First Watch.
Not First Watch.
Snooze.
yeah, Snooze.
Snooze AM.
So we went to Snooze and we were talking about. It's like, man, we need to go back to La Familia. Remember that one time we went to La Familia and got
Oh,
loud
my
and
God.
stupid?
Yeah, but we were already drunk because
Yeah.
we.
I want another one of those at some point.
Yeah, I think it'd be
that
a
was
lot
good
of fun
time.
on a Saturday. I mean,
I've quit
Right.
that.
I can't do that on this set because my grandma's 80th birthday is this weekend. So
Yeah.
my family.
What day's her birthday?
Saturday.
That's my birthday.
Is it? Oh
Yeah.
fuck! Oh,
Yeah.
happy early birthday!
Yeah,
buddy.
we have the same. Me and your grandmother.
Are
have
you
the same
also
birthday?
80?
I am,
I mean, you act it.
and I'm going to be going to. I'm actually going to be celebrating with Javier's grandmother.
Oh, that's cute.
Surprise!
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm your granddaddy.
I am your I'm your grandpappy.
oh my god,
Pappy.
that's strange.
What about you, Tim? What have you been up to the past week?
Well, I went on a podcast, one that we are not familiar with.
I went back to see if they had that episode uploaded.
No,
yet.
it's not
I
up yet.
didn't. Okay.
It's not up yet.
What is the name of the podcast?
Live a Little.
Okay.
The Live a Little podcast.
Did you live a little when you were on their podcast?
Yeah, man, I had a good time. So there's a bit of an age gap between us. They're both 21,
Okay.
Wow.
21.
and I turned 38 on Saturday.
Old
And so
man.
yeah, so a little bit of an age gap there, but it was pretty cool. So
They weren't alive for 9/11.
They weren't.
They weren't.
What? Oh shit. Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, that's how we reference everything now. Is or you post or pre 9/11.
I don't think people like to say post or pre. That sounds weird as fuck.
Or you?
It's been 23 years.
It's still not. What is that?
I'm kidding. It's a tragedy.
Is that what you do to see if people are that generation or not?
You got to see what trauma response they're going to
Gotta
give.
see what-
Exactly.
Because like you could tell the ones that have been through some shit. Like all of us,
We saw 3,000 people die on
yeah.
live TV.
So of course we're gonna laugh at it now.
I don't know. It's not funny.
No, no.
It's still
It's
too
still-
soon.
It's that uncomfortable laugh, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I went on a Live a Little podcast, and two guys,
One cup.
Riley and Presley. The guy's name's
Ryan Presley.
Yeah, Ryan Presley. Ryan Presley.
Sounds like a skater.
No, so
It does.
it does actually. So both of them are 21 years old. One of them actually just got his first apartment.
Oh, cool.
And so there was a lot of just kind of like talking about life and
Yeah.
the different experiences from our generation versus their generation.
I can't wait to listen to it.
Man, it was such random topics. I mean, we talked about scary movies. We talked about, do you believe in ghosts? It was just literally us just having a conversation for about an hour and a half or so. Great guys. I told them, I was like, we got to have you on with all of us since we've got the system here that we
Where
can.
are they based out of?
Weatherford.
Okay.
Just
Oh,
Willow Park.
Park,
Yeah.
okay.
So
And how the fuck did they find you?
okay, so
If you, I'm not the only one here, right?
Him first?
I mean, I'm serious. Like, he didn't get on social media. How do people see? He didn't get out of his house.
I mean, you have
How did
me.
they find you?
yeah, so
They send you a fucking telegram?
yeah, Presley hit me up with by
Telegram? This guy's
Stop.
21 years old.
Please come on the show. Stop.
it wasn't the telegram. Well, it was a telegram, but Western Union came and delivered it on a horse.
on a horse and carriage.
It's like, hello, stop. We want you on. Stop.
Please don't ever stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah. So Presley, he's a QT associate,
Oh,
and
okay.
he knows our Jared's co-host Jared.
Yeah.
he worked for him at one point. So bald Jared.
Yeah, I know. I know
Okay,
it's
just,
Jared.
Just wanted to
you keep clarifying,
I
and
know.
I say yes. I understand.
Jared spelled the correct way. So, anyways, yeah, and so Presley was actually on their show, and he listened to us a little bit, and then just hit me up on Instagram, and I'm never on Instagram,
Right.
Yeah, so I have a hard time keeping up with. I've got like probably 9 messages right now in there. Anyways, he hit me up and was like, "Hey, would love to have you on the show." I was like, "Cool." So we tried to work some things out. The first time fell through, and then the second time we were finally able to make it happen. Now, here's what came up. He asked me just straight up. He's like, "So did y'all mimic y'all's show off of the ticket or the fan, like a show off the ticket or the fan?" And I was like, "No." He said it's very reminiscent of radio, and I said,
Well, I mean, isn't all
no, not all podcasts are. That's the thing.
Don't bite his head off, Tim. I think he's got a good point.
No.
Yeah, don't bite my tip off.
Don't bite my tip just a little.
I need that tip.
Don't give it a little nibble.
Give it a nib.
So
Nib it. Nib it, daddy.
his
This took a weird turn.
no. So what he was getting at was like we have the segments and all that stuff, similar to like if you were listening to Russ Martin or
Yeah.
Bit and Skin or one of those show, right? And so we were doing that, and we mimicked our show kind of based off that because I brought up the analogy of like we grew up like with just radio. I mean, radio was the thing. You had CDs starting to come, into popularity, and then we started kind of getting into that digital age of things. But all of us listened to like 106.1 Kiss FM at some point.
That was the only one I ever listened to. I never listened to Bin and Skin.
No, I'm not talking about the radio shows, but I'm talking about like if you listen to what's that one dude that died? Kid Craddock.
Kid Craddock, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean Kid Craddock in the morning, they had various little segments they did in between.
They got little spoofs,
yeah,
and skits,
yeah.
and well, I mean every radio show.
Scoots
did,
and boofs.
Right.
Scoots and boofs. Who's boofing? Who out here boofing?
They all scoots and boofs.
Which one of y'all motherfuckers boofing it?
I'm new boofing right now.
That should be a new segment called Scoots and Boofs.
Scoots and boofs.
No, so he brought up the point. He's like, listening to you guys reminded me of getting into my dad's truck, driving home from school while he's listening to the Ticket or the Fan or whatever.
I mean, I grew up with the Fan.
Right.
And Live 105.3 and Russ Martin and all that shit.
Yeah, so I didn't feel bad about it. I was like, it's a generation thing, I think. And so it was just interesting in that moment, kind of thinking, wow, I'm 38, you're 21, and how much has changed in that time period, right? So I went on that show, did that, just been kind of working around the house, doing things like that. Mm-hmm. Jesse asked me what I want to do for my birthday, and honestly, this year, typically we've been going on a cruise,
Mm-hmm.
and so this is the first year in like a few years that we haven't really gone on a trip, and so I kind of feel out of sorts about that. But I really don't want to do anything. Like we're going out. My sister wants to take me out to dinner, and so we're going to go to Los Vaqueros on Saturday night, and then the F1 race is happening.
Oh, you're right, Sunday. Oh.
The F1 race is happening Saturday night.
Is it really?
It's Saturday night. Yeah.
Why? Oh, because it's in Vegas.
It's in Vegas.
Yeah, it's not across the world.
Yeah, so there's a lot of shit that's.
I mean, it's normally like it's Sunday morning, so it's like Sunday
but
night.
there's a lot of shit going on with this F1 race that we'll get into on the meats and potatoes of the episode.
Meats and potatoes.
Beans and franks are the potatoes in the episode.
So I would like.
I don't know.
I would like to. I might want to go out that night and see
Watch
if we.
the race.
Yeah, see if we can find a,
Conlon's does F1 races.
Right, and so I'm thinking I might just slip over there just to watch a little bit because it sounds like it's going to be a shit show because it's at night in Vegas and it's supposed to be cold. Like it's the desert. It's supposed to be in the 30s. Yeah.
My grandma's birthday.
Yeah, I know. It's your grandma's birthday. How late? Y'all? Well, never mind.
We're Mexicans.
I know.
We
I shouldn't
party
even
until
ask.
like
Till Sunday.
the crows roost.
Yeah.
Or as the bee. I can't say beans.
You can say whatever you want.
So yeah, Lance was talking about, and Dustin hit us up and was like, "Hey, so we're gonna be watching the race on Saturday, or what's up?" And so that might happen. So if anybody wants to come out, cool. I'll post it somewhere and say, "Hey, we're gonna be at Conlon's." I don't know.
Maybe. Thanks for the invite.
It really wasn't like it was kind of last minute, like literally today.
Speaking of which, those that are going to be on, we have TFTI coming on next week, so it'll be a grand show. It's going to be our Thanksgiving show.
It's actually going to be we're tearing out everything in this room, setting up a boxing ring, and we're going to beat the shit out of each other.
This is going to be a weird episode with them, I feel like. It's going to be weird. Because I want us to talk about everything that people don't know, like the behind-the-scenes shit.
Yeah.
Like the real. Right? We got to have to. Like, if they're going to come on the show, we got to, like, get fucking real.
I already did that, though. I don't want to do it again.
You want to get froggy?
No.
When did you do this?
A couple of weeks ago?
On our show?
No.
When?
On whose show?
Not on anybody's show. Oh, we want to talk about it on the show.
Yes.
But
I'm saying we talk about it for the people.
But we also want to give thanks because it's Thanksgiving. It's the Thanksgiving show.
Yeah, but, like, isn't it always better when you make up afterward?
Yeah. Oh, is this like an Indians and
No, it's like
Pilgrims thing?
it's more like a makeup sex type thing.
Oh, okay.
Like we're gonna like yell it out and then make up and kiss.
Well, I don't think you're going to be good at that.
Good at what?
Sex.
Bitch, you know that I'm not because we did it. So from the chat, yeah, I can see my friend Jonathan and Kevin are on the ticket as backups, and they do riff a lot like y'all when they cover. Okay, all right. So we're basically radio. What's up, RAP? Long time no see. Do y'all ever plan or bullet point what you're going to talk about?
We used to a lot. We used to.
Yeah.
We still, I guess, Tim.
I mean, sometimes like you
did today.
I have
but you
my own.
haven't
I have
in a
my own
while.
running note that I
Yeah.
use for myself that I
Yeah.
can just quick access my links. Yes, I mean we kind of slacked off on that. I mean, life's just kind of been busy and
But it hasn't been bad.
No, I think. Look, last year we had the conversation of like we got to evolve as a show. Have we? I don't know.
I mean, we have the studio now.
Have we become
That's
more
an evolution.
mediocre? I don't know. Do people
I think
still like us? I don't know. But have we sold a lot of merch? Yes.
Yes, we
The
have.
answer is yes.
That is true. We have still been acquiring new listeners. We did sell merch. We do have a new studio. Are we any better? I don't know.
I don't know.
I can't wait to see some random some random person wearing Big Panther energy hat
Oh, that'd be
and
cool.
just be like, man, you have no idea what that means.
I don't.
do you?"
Gladys got a lot of love when she was wearing. our
Yeah,
hat.
but there was one dude that young kid that got one. His mom paid for it. And I was just like, all right, man, I'm here for it.
BPE.
I'm
Hell
here
yeah.
for it.
Hell yeah. Okay, y'all keep talking for a little bit. I know we're going to start the actual show, but I need a liquor drink because it's been a long day.
So we'll wait until you get back.
It's been a while since I've used this thing, so I'm trying to find my sound beds real quick, and
Yeah, for sure. We don't have any other events or anything coming up, right? It's been a while since. I wish we would have planned something for the holidays, but we don't really have anything on the docket. It's still early. You're right. I booked
don't
a
think it's
trip.
bad.
I booked a trip. You were talking about. I thought you were gonna. I did book a trip, by the way. I'm going to Cozumel in January.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Do a little 5 nights in Cozumel. It was like a really good deal. It was like $1,200 for 5 nights, flights and everything, straight to Cozumel. So it was awesome. I'm pretty stoked.
Which one?
Yeah,
I don't know anything
it's
about
a
those.
little floral and everything, but yeah, it's good. I think the last time I went to Cozumel was with you, Javier. When you almost got abandoned when we were snorkeling.
Oh my god.
Remember? Yeah. And then we drove around the whole city. Yeah, that was a good day.
I have a really cool picture of me and the Mexican flag.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That I took.
Yeah, I wish we would have gotten. And we had that great Mexican food.
Oh yeah,
place.
I'm pretty stoked. From the chat, Friendsgiving. Yeah, absolutely. We'll be doing Friendsgiving. Got to figure out and plan that one as well.
You're listening to the Funky Panther with Chad, Tim, and Javier.
I forgot I made that. It's always fun whenever you start going through your sound stuff. So
Or like old videos you have on your phone. It's weird.
I guess the
Is
thing
this a porn thing?
No. Hello and welcome to the Cult of the Funky
Jesus
Panther. We are
Christ.
coming at you from the city of Fort Worth, located in the heart of Texas. By listening to us, you have now entered a legally binding agreement to join the Cult of the Funky Panther. You will have to make a monthly pilgrimage to the liquor store and deliver 1 bottle of your choosing to the Panther Den. This pilgrimage must take place either on the 1st or 15th of the month. Failure to do so means you are in breach of contract, and you must then give up your firstborn child to the Order of the Panther, where they will be taught basic combat skills and various life lessons. Now on with the show.
Get in here. We got to start the show. Oh, hello everyone, and welcome to the Funky Panther. Coming to you from Fort Worth, Texas, we have got a show for you here on episode 155.
155?
Hooray! Yeah, so don't even know what we're going to be talking about, but we'll figure it out. So sit back, relax, enjoy. Let's get into it. I'm Chad.
I'm Javier,
I'm Tim.
and we are.
The Funky Panther.
Panther!
I think we know exactly what we're going to be talking about because I told you exactly what we're going to be talking
You
about.
gave me a real brief list, and I couldn't tell you 2 of the things that you mentioned.
It's like what they say in Varsity Blues. Penis, penis, penis. Vagina, vagina, vagina.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
It's a good movie. It's a classic.
10.
Give it a fucking
I give it a 10.
10. Is that a World Series hat? I didn't even see.
It is a World Series hat. Thank you for noticing.
Does it say World Series or
It
World
says
Series,
World Series
champs?
champion.
There you go.
Good.
So here's the deal. I bought a hat.
Yeah. The World Series.
World Series.
Yeah.
And then the very next day, we won. So I bought the exact same hat. World Series champions.
Well, I'll tell you what. Shout out to the Texas Rangers, the world champion Texas Rangers.
Yeah.
But man, it was really hard to find merch because I didn't want the shirts. Maybe I'll have to get a shirt.
I didn't want any of the shirts.
But the hat, I needed to get the one that said World Series.
Now
champion.
a jersey. If I can get a jersey with a World Series champ on there,
Yeah.
Good luck if you can find them. I'm sure they still got them online.
I'm sure there's
on
some
Fanatics. Fanatics is
Yeah,
selling
Fanatics has
everything.
a lot. That's where I got mine. G's got one. It's got I think he got off a New Era because I think it popped up on my Instagram ads. It's the one that has the trophy on the front. It's
Yeah,
tan.
the white one. Oh, the tan one.
It's like a
or-
tan or white. It's
Yeah.
like an off-white. Yeah, it's really light colored. And I'm like, all right, I need to return my one that just says World Series and get that one instead because I like the one that one looks.
Oh
really
yeah,
clean.
no, I didn't know this came out. Like so, maybe 3 days after I saw them, and I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Because I mean, obviously they did come out with them, but I didn't know they had already released them, and so I couldn't find my size. I'm a 7 7/8.
I was about to ask, what is the size of that hat?
7 7/8, and like seriously, for like maybe a week and a half, like I could not find
Well, yeah,
it.
because it got to scrounge up enough material to make it.
Yeah, yeah,
It takes a bit, man.
yeah, big-headed bitch. No,
I'm a 7 3/4 now, so I'm right there below you.
I've been that for a while.
Really?
Yeah, I got that fat head.
I was 7.5 for a bit, and
I
it
got
just,
that
it
fat
just
head,
grew.
baby. Well, it's because of the hair, really. The hair
Yeah.
is what's making it like
I keep my hair short, and I've still got this gigantic cranium. I don't understand it.
Do you think we have large heads because of our
Mini awards
smarts?
or illustrious awards that we've won.
Our heads get larger literally they do. Our heads get bigger every time we win an award.
Hey,
and we have to get bigger hats every single
If
time.
RIP's still in the podcast, did y'all's heads get bigger or what? Like,
Yeah,
I
'cause they
feel like
won.
they had to have.
Yeah, they got bigger heads
Heads
now.
got bigger, but the penises stayed the same size. Womp womp womp.
So I've got this. I got this plan. You know how Ernie does?
Ernie Day?
No, he does the rap. Crazy Bars I heard.
Yeah.
So I want to take that concept and I want to put basically like lyrics to songs that shaped me, and I'm gonna pick the most obscure bullshit that's one word.
Okay.
So like, there's one band. It's a hardcore band out of Texas, Kubla Khan, Texas, and they have a breakdown, and literally the guy just says "bitch," and I want to start with that.
Okay.
That's a lyric that shaped me.
You're gonna play the song, or you're gonna?
Yeah, so I was thinking I would just do like what Ernie does. I'm going to piggyback off his idea. I think it's a great idea. And I'm going to stand
it's
there
phenomenal.
and I'm going to say, just lyrics of songs that shaped me, and then it's going to cut to that video and it's just going to say that one line. And that's going to be it. And I want to do a series of those.
You can do What's New Pussycat.
And just where it says pussy.
Wah. What?
So it's just one
word. I want to try to find one word in
per
a song. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You should have all of those words end up saying something at the very end, like "Help! I'm being held up against my will," or something like that. Someone's got to crack the code.
That's actually pretty. That's pretty fucking good. That's big brain Chad work right
Thank
there.
you.
That
every now
explains
and
why
then.
your head's fucking huge.
Yeah,
Got it.
it's getting bigger and getting these ideas. So World Series, we didn't talk about it last week. I feel like we should talk about it a little bit this episode because we just haven't. But our sports guy's back. You're back.
hi.
You weren't on the last episode when we had J Boy.
Oh,
So welcome back, man.
it's me.
I'm not gonna do the whole thing. I'm just
Nope,
put the music
nope.
to
Do the whole fucking thing.
Sports.
And now, action sports with Javier. Take it away, Javier.
I don't have anything prepared. Oh, hey, the
Why
Texas
did you make
Rangers.
us-
The Texas Rangers are World Series champions.
I think that's what all you had to have prepared.
Your
really.
World Series winning champion world of the world. Texas Rangers won the World Series by defeating the Arizona Diamondbacks 4-1 in a nice Game 5.
They won every away game throughout the series.
Yeah, 11 away games. They won all
Right.
11 away games that they played.
It's crazy.
pretty
stat.
incredible.
Cool thing is that,
I don't
of
think any
course,
other
they
team's gonna
had
do
the
that.
first two
Ever.
series were sweeps. You know, the first one we had, we were actually in Arizona whenever we were watching. I think it was the wild card, and then it was the divisional.
I just want to take a moment and say all the posts that I saw, people just saying how, like, I wish my dad was around to see this still. Like, I wish, so-and-so was able to see this. This is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. This is an amazing, feat. I saw, one of our buddy, Kevin Casillas, said, I'm thankful that I had life-saving surgery that allowed me this chance to see the Rangers. He's probably one of the biggest Rangers fans that I've ever met.
For sure.
Yeah,
100%.
he's cracked open. That man, I think living through the heartbreak of 2010 and 2011, it made it more special, like a lot more special. But also, like you said, there were a lot of people that were like, me and my dad, he took me to Arlington Stadium. He took me to the ballpark. He wasn't here for, he was here for the 2 series we went to that we lost. And he's not here now, but I'm glad I was able to experience this with my kid. You saw a lot of that.
Yeah.
And it's really cool to see. I will. The big news also, they were saying that it was the least watched World Series.
Really?
Yeah, and they're saying it's because of, I guess, access to the World Series, like being able to, because it seems like these days you have to have this streaming service or this streaming
it was on
service
Fox,
or whatever.
though. Like, you could watch the World Series. It was on Fox, but people, I think the thing is you didn't have your big name squad.
Or maybe it was the road to the series.
Yeah,
kind
it
of
wasn't the
thing.
Angels. It wasn't the Yankees.
Yeah, it wasn't the Red Sox. It wasn't like the big teams.
Yeah.
Like a lot of those 100-win teams
Dodgers.
were out. Yeah, Dodgers suck ass.
Yeah.
Like they did terrible. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
Lance,
know-
you hear that?
I don't know what kind of fan a Dodger fan is, but they sound like a terrible, terrible person, Lance.
Facts.
I'm kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. What do you think? Do you think this was a one-off, or do you think that we have got a phenomenal team?
We have a great team. I know we're probably going to lose Jordan Montgomery because he's going to be upwards of $200 million. But there are going to be some players that are going to be leaving. But I think if we keep the core group together,
Did you see who we've got? We're on the short list for.
I know Ohtani. The big talk about Ohtani coming over here, but then they also said today or yesterday that he has really the Braves have piqued his interest. He said that the city does not matter. I don't care. He didn't care if he plays for any smaller city with a good club. He just wants a good club that has a chance because he's wasting his opportunity.
Oh yeah.
He's wasting his opportunity with the Angels, and so is Mike Trout. It's seriously kind of what the Mavericks did with Dirk. There was so much wasted years with those two players. I understand the need for him to leave.
Coming in from the chat, streaming is not counted in the Nielsen rating.
Oh, really?
Interesting. That would make sense then.
And she's also Gladys is a Dodgers fan.
All right. Well, that was fun. Where's
Oh.
the block here? I'm
Hey,
sorry.
can she return the
No.
I'm kidding.
We want all walks of life,
w-
even if you're wrong.
I do want a Dodger dog, though. I would love to try a Dodger dog. Or a danger dog that they have in L.A.
Danger dog.
Yeah, it's like the street vendors.
I thought, wasn't there a show called Danger Dog? Wasn't that like a cartoon?
Yes. I think you're talking about Danger Dan.
Danger
Oh.
Dan.
Danger.
Okay.
I like a Danger Dog from Danger Dan. I like Danger Dan's dog.
I want Ohtani real bad. That would be insane if we got Ohtani.
That is
The thing is he's just like a double threat. Like he's
a
going to help.
damn good pitcher.
Yeah.
He's a damn good hitter.
Known for his double fisting.
I don't know if that's true.
Oh, I
He's
mean,
on
you
a
could-
lot of Reebok commercials, so
Bat and baseball, it's fine.
And
Anyways,
Gladys said she'll let me know about getting a danger dog or a dirty dog. Dodgers fans are rooting for the Rangers. Yeah, but you know what, man? Look, I tell you what. The Dodgers were screwed in 2017. That was the year the Astros won with the trash can gate.
yeah.
So
It was 2017?
it was 2017.
God, that
Yeah.
seems like it was just a couple of years ago.
And I remember that series. It was just
did you see Mattress Mac's face after he lost all that money? Though?
I'm glad.
Oh, he was
Fuck Mattress
pissed.
Mac.
He
Fuck
was
Mattress Mac.
furious.
I hate that son of a bitch. I don't
Man.
care what all good he does for the community. He's a piece of shit.
I mean, he bets so much.
Yeah.
That can't be good, right?
But I want to know. I want to know how much
money.
money he actually made off that bet
I think
because
they said $100 million in promotional,
right.
TV coverage of his stores for them to go over there.
Shit. That's bonkers.
The incentive was great too because if they won, then everybody didn't have to pay for their mattresses. If the Astros won the World Series whenever they were in, none of them would have to pay for their payments would end.
No way.
Yeah, that was the whole gist. He put down like $10 million betting or more, and if the
those who
Astros
had
won,
You're talking about those who had mattresses, like, or making payments on a mattress.
yeah.
Wow.
So essentially, he's using his bet to pay for people's mattresses.
Well, he's
what
still
you're
going to
saying?
get money in the back end.
Well,
for-
yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
but no, that guy's a piece of shit, man.
What a sweet dude.
He's like that fucking.
What a sweetheart.
He's like that fucking Joel Osteen. He's a piece of shit too.
Well, I mean, so Mattress Mac might not let you sleep on his, in his store if the city's flooding, but he will pay off your mattress. So
and lets you float away on it.
But no, I think it was a great series. I was very stitious. I was very superstitious.
Was it just justitious or like superstitious?
A bit super.
Like, give me the level of stitious you were at.
I was pretty superstitious about it as well.
Okay.
So, like, game one, that Friday, me and Tammy were watching at the house. We were up 3-0. And then we went out to dinner, and then they were losing. It was like 5-3.
Which game?
Game one.
Yeah.
And, of course, we got home, and Seager hits
Yeah.
the home run,
Yeah.
and then Bombi hits the walk-off, and we win.
Yeah.
And so from then on, I was like, I can't go anywhere.
So I watched a little bit of that, right? I was just listening to it and whatnot. But I went when we went to I went over to Tara's house for her Halloween party, right?
And they lost.
And they lost. I was like, because that was the first game in the
son of
series
a bitch.
that I watched. I actually watched it, and I was like, can't
Same,
watch it.
Same.
So the last, game 4, they win, right?
Yeah.
I started it. I watched a little bit of it. I was like, okay, we're up. Cool. Turning it off. Put a movie on. Gonna watch the movie. Jesse's like, hey, we should, see how the Rangers doing. I kid you not. We pull it up at the last score. The last point score.
Yeah. Just to be safe.
And it happens, and then everybody's happy. I was like, cool. I actually got to see the Rangers win the World Series. I didn't
Right.
watch the whole game, but I was paranoid because it seems like anytime I watch any game, I put on the Stars or whatever, we lose. So
I watched the first game at Rusty Nickel, and I'm with you. I feel like the first game, see if I'm the only person that feels this way. The first game felt like Game 7. Game 1 felt like Game 7.
Oh,
the
yeah.
win and the vibes from that win were insane. And then games 2, 3, and 4 were good, but they weren't great. Like, Game 1 set the tone. Seriously set the tone. And, I was a little superstitious because the only game that I watched with my parents was the one we lost. And I'm like, you just don't turn on the TV.
And it was a huge loss. It was a massively.
now,
It was ugly.
are y'all at the same level as Robert De Niro's character in Silver Lining Playbook,
No.
where you got to sit in a certain spot?
Now, I did not move. Like, Game 7
Yeah.
of the Astro series, I didn't move. Like, as soon as, Simeon started cracking the bat, I think I was feeling a little better. But it's kind of like whenever I talk to Lance. Lance was like, the Rangers kept on running up the score, and I'm like, he's like, more. And I'm like, we need to win by 20 to where that's the only time I'm going to be okay with, like, I can say we're winning, we're going to win.
Relax.
Relax.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The same went for this World Series.
Well,
So-
they had that. What was it? The which game was it where we were down, and then all of a sudden, was it that first
Game
game?
one.
Right? Yeah,
It's
Game 1,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so we're down, and I'm like, okay, whatever. And then I didn't watch any more of that, and then I checked the score, the final score, and I'm
Yeah.
like, holy shit, wow, we just ran it up.
I also have nothing against the Diamondbacks. You know what I mean?
No, me
like, it
neither,
was
me neither.
nice to win.
Look.
But, like, the series with the Astros was so much more satisfying. I hate to say it. I mean, obviously, winning a World Series is satisfying. But beating the Astros was almost more satisfying, or it was more satisfying than beating the Diamondbacks in the final.
100%. Like if all it took was us getting the Astros out, and then not doing it, like, we could have stopped.
That would have been a win.
Like, cool.
Hell yeah.
Hand over the championship over to Arizona. Be like, we just wanted to get the Astros out and not let them have the chance. I'd been okay with that.
Shit.
Same. I mean, like, I didn't want to say I knew we could beat the Diamondbacks. I mean, they got there for a reason. They have the Rookie of the Year. I was scared, but I didn't want to say that we had a great
Yeah,
shot at winning.
I mean, I remember watching that documentary about Rookie of the Year. You got to be scared.
Right.
That dude had a hell of an arm.
Yeah, right. had to happen.
What was he had Tommy John surgery and then no. Kid breaks his arm. That's
Kid
what
breaks his arm, and then he's Funky butt loving. No, yeah, it was a great movie. It was a great movie.
Funky butt loving.
So yeah, I don't think Mattress Mac is a bad guy. I just like it. I find it funny. I just hate the team.
This
The
from
Houston
the chat, by the
Astros.
way.
Yeah, sorry, on the group chat. The Houston Astros fan base, like they're delusional and they're pricks. Like they, why?
Not all of them are delusional and pricks.
We're just gonna generalize them at this
Yeah,
point.
we're not. Stop generalizing.
No, it's fine.
I'm gonna generalize all of them.
That's all you do is generalize.
Yes, they're terrible people.
That's not
all
true.
Of them.
I think it's pretty fucked up that they follow a team that cheated. That's it. If the
But it's
Rangers,
still a championship.
if the Rangers were, caught cheating multiple times,
I'd be upset. I would be.
I don't think I'd be a Rangers fan anymore.
No.
Because that's not a satisfaction that I want to be behind if we were to win again.
Look, every team has a way they like. There are teams that have a leg up on other teams.
Would you be less upset if half the team yelled racial slurs or if they cheated?
Oh fuck.
For sure, the slurs.
Yeah, the slurs. The slurs are.
But would you continue to watch them? Is the question. That's the thing. Like, I mean, I'd be upset if they yelled racial slurs, but I'd probably.
Oh no, I'm the opposite. I'm sorry. No, I'd rather them yell the slurs than cheat.
I'd probably still watch them.
I think I misunderstood the question. Just say what you want to say. Just don't cheat.
Don't be a. I'm sorry. What? Are you saying it's okay to hurl racial slurs?
No, it's never okay.
It's not okay. I'm just saying if you had to do one or the other, just do that. Look, the baseball teams are so different. They're so diverse.
At least I know that you're a terrible person if you're a racial slurs.
It's
And
like
then
if you were talking shit about a white guy with us. We don't really get offended.
Yeah, but white people are the worst.
But then you go in.
Have you met Mexicans? So you know what I mean? That's okay when you have a team full of everything.
The problem really comes down to it is.
Are you a Mexican?
No. At least I know you're a terrible person if you're
a Mexican. Tim,
if
what
you're
the fuck,
if you're
man?
yelling
I knew that was coming.
if you're yelling racial slurs. But the problem is like if you're cheating like the Astros did with pounding the trash can or whatever, you're just gonna disappoint me.
Pound of the trash can sounds like they're pounding their mother.
I think it's worse to be.
Sounds like they're pounding that ass, man.
Okay.
I think it's worse to be like.
Pound my ass, man.
That's not
Wait,
what?
what?
I think it's worse to be disappointed.
I think we're
right?
done with
Yeah.
baseball now.
All right.
I think we need to move
Hey,
on.
but we won. Look, look right now in Dallas Fort Worth sports. Things are going so good right now because the Mavericks are fucking killing. I think they have the second best record in the league.
Yeah, they're murdering
The
people.
Dallas Stars are doing amazing right now.
Our XFL team was the
champion.
the
They
champion
won
last
this
year.
last year.
Panther City Lacrosse was in the top,
We were
right in the playoffs,
yeah, we
right?
were, yeah.
and then Panther City Cross is about to start back up.
Yeah, December 17th.
I believe so.
think.
Oh, the Rattlers.
The Rattlers won.
Yeah.
Bro, I hadn't even thought of this until you brought it up. Holy shit. We are fucking killing it right now.
DFW is doing work.
Holy shit.
The Fort Worth Dallas connection is just coming together. We're mind
And then the
blowing.
Wings did really well, too.
They did, man. They were. I think if we would have made it to the finals, we would have won. I really do. They did. They played such a dominant Las Vegas Aces squad. So I mean,
We're
what can you do?
kind of a big deal here in
We are.
DFW.
I mean,
I'm here for it.
we're a top 5 market. So I mean, more players need to come over here. And there were people who were like, oh, they bought the World Series, motherfucker. Every team spent a lot of money. We just did it better than you guys. I'm sorry. On the group chat, the Astros did some prejudice stuff towards Yu Darvish in the 2017 during the World Series.
Yeah, see, that's why I don't like them.
Okay. So that also, and they cheated.
So we have friends that live in Houston, so
Yeah, we do.
love to them, but
You're in the wrong city.
you're in the wrong city. Come to Fort Worth.
Got good food down there.
They have
I want to
the
go back to
Viet-
Houston.
They had the
Via
Viet,
Cajun stuff.
Cajun.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
my
We go
God.
to Crawfish and Noodles. Dude, they just opened another, or they're opening right now, Nickel City. Fern just went down there.
Yeah,
Our
yeah.
dude Fern over at this Nickel City, he went down to help open. He's going to manage, I guess, the Houston one. And I want to go down primarily to go see that Nickel City, but also just as an excuse to get back down to Houston because the food and the bars and everything down there, it's a good weekend.
What a great segue. Honestly, what a great segue. So,
Are we talking about Nichols?
no, we're talking about,
We're talking about cities?
all the food and stuff like that.
Okay.
So, I just want to I want to ask you.
Okay, please do.
So 3 fun hole-in-the-wall restaurants in Fort Worth, Texas. Have you been, okay?
Okay.
So the first one, Hooker's Grill.
I need to check it out because I heard they have a really good chicken fried steak.
I'm looking at their food. So it's in stockyards. They've got burgers, all that good
Hooker's
stuff.
Grill. I don't know where that is.
It's on Mule Alley, ain't it?
Yeah, let's see. I'm trying to see where
Tim,
it's,
where is it?
it doesn't.
If you're going to bring it up, we got to know
hang
where
on,
it
hang
is.
on. It's just in the stockyards.
Here,
It's just in the
I'll-
stockyards.
you keep talking. I'll
I'm a
find
good
it.
fan of chicken fried steak, and also, by the way, have you
213 West Exchange.
Okay.
West Exchange. Have
Which-
y'all had Cowboy Chicken's Thanksgiving sandwich? Now that we're talking about food,
No, I haven't yet.
it's really good.
What is it?
Cowboy Chicken's Thanksgiving
Cowboy
sandwich.
Chicken's Thanksgiving sandwich.
No. But
I did have it when the World Series, when the Rangers won. I did eat one.
All right, no Natata.
Oh, I need to because Tammy's
like
friend
Donut
works
Tata.
there.
Never been.
Tammy's friend is a chef over there. I need to check
So
it out.
just on Hooker's Grill real quick, their highlights. So food highlights. They have a vegan bean burger, Indian taco, and they have shakes. That's their highlights there. Nonatata. I've never been to Nonatata. I've heard good things. I've
It's
just never
great.
been there. Truffle dish, focaccia,
Truffle butter.
yeah,
I love truffle butter.
Caesar salad. I mean, all of it's okay. All of it sounds good. And the last one, and I know we've all been here, the cocoa shrimp.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
That's not a hole in the wall.
Or you can see it all.
Dude, cocoa shrimp is nice.
Yeah.
It is nice, but I don't think
It's like I'm going to a little surf shop.
I don't think hole in the wall means it's going to be dingy or whatever. We're not talking about dive bars. I'm talking about like your just maybe off the beaten path. Not everybody's going to know about kind of restaurant, right?
Well, that sounds like a more catchy title to the what you were just looking at.
Well, I wasn't author.
It
of
should have
this,
been called 3 Restaurants That's Off the Beaten Path, but you don't usually go, but it's pretty close, and you should go check them out. That's the title that
That's
should have been.
That's actually a great title.
We just got a really good question on the group chat.
Okay.
What's y'all's favorite food dish for Thanksgiving and who makes it?
Ooh,
I feel like we should save all Thanksgiving questions. for next week.
but I just
No, we should. Corey's a long time listener.
He
let's
is, yeah.
let's
Corey
answer
doesn't
Corey.
deserve it, is what I'm
No,
trying to
Corey
say.
does deserve it.
rude.
Hey, Corey. love
Corey
you.
Corey deserves everything.
Yeah, he does. Love
Such
that
a
man.
sweet guy.
Yeah, I know.
Anyways,
He's the best host.
Favorite?
got a beautiful family.
I don't know if I have a Thanksgiving. Oh, a Thanksgiving dish, not restaurant then.
Not restaurant.
Yeah, not a
Oh,
restaurant,
okay.
yeah.
Hands down, my mom's broccoli and cheese rice. Easy.
That's the Thanksgiving.
Easy. Yes. That and her stuffing.
I was about to say the stuffing
Because she does with the sausage and everything.
If we're
all
talking
that.
about Chad's mom's food, I'm gonna say
on.
I'm
My
gonna say
mouth's
the stuffing.
getting all wet.
I'm gonna say the stuffing's my favorite.
Okay.
Now,
glasses
if
are
we're
fogging
talking
up.
about Chad's mom's food,
Right.
my family, what I truly love is, it's a very difficult dish to prepare. But
Ham and cheese sandwich.
no. The cranberry sauce that comes in a can.
Okay. Even better. Even better.
So my mom has actually made homemade cranberry sauce, and I was like, I don't want that. I want the canned stuff. She had the can too, but it's pure nostalgia. It's not good.
Okay. Then think of something that they actually have to make.
So my favorite things, it typically is going to be your either mashed potatoes. So Jesse makes a mashed potatoes with this brown butter gravy stuff that's absolutely delicious. She made that last year. It was so good. Or a good green bean casserole that's got the extra crispy onion stuff on the top.
Dude, I didn't have green bean casserole until I started dating a white woman.
I don't fuck with it.
It's a white.
You don't
it's
fuck
a,
with it?
It's a white
No,
person thing.
I have a problem. So it's funny when you grow up kind of, with not a lot of money growing up.
a poor.
You have all of these canned foods, and you realize that these canned vegetables, I always hated green beans growing up.
Oh no. So
And then I had fresh green beans. I'm like, oh my God, these are amazing. I don't like a lot of canned vegetables.
no, I like green bean casserole made with fresh green beans.
I don't know if I've even had that. I think I might be able to get behind.
Yeah,
I don't like the flavor of canned green
lightly
beans.
saute them so they get kind of they're just lightly cooked and then still have a little bit of crisp. Then you dump your cream and mushroom soup and do all that and
I
then
was
go
about
ahead and
to
bake
say
it. Yeah.
load.
I knew you were. I was waiting for it.
Dump your load in there. I'm sorry.
Do you see how many times we caught things that you would have said if you were here last
and
week?
you know what? And after y'all said it, I said it right after.
course
And
you
I'm like, oh,
They know me.
no.
That's my thing. And then always the after Thanksgiving sandwich. That's
Yeah.
the next
Yeah.
day sandwich is the best.
We should actually all make one for the episode after Thanksgiving.
stuffing?
No,
Yeah,
make
we
a-
should
make
all
the
just kind
sandwich.
of like make a sandwich and eat it on air
Oh, yeah.
that following Tuesday.
each other's sandwich.
Ooh, Tim, you the good
So
time.
I make you one. Javier makes me one.
I'm glad
and
you
make
can't see
Javier
the table
one
down
or
here.
something. I don't know.
so hard.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's raising. What about you, Javier?
Stuffing on both sides. Tammy's stepdad makes an amazing stuffing,
Okay.
and my mom makes an amazing stuffing.
So explain because everyone's stuffing is so different, right? You got the cranberry ones, you got the super bready ones, you got the meaty sausage ones. Like, what makes them so great?
The flavor, he spends like maybe an hour making it, and maybe more. I don't know. He gets up like at 3 a.m.
Yeah, I
to
feel like
make
an hour is
everything.
not enough for
It's
stuffing.
not enough. I don't know. I don't.
You don't know
think
cooking.
He gets up like
He spends at least 15 minutes making the most delicious stuffing.
I don't
from
know
the
how
box.
long he does.
maybe more.
He wakes up. He wakes up. Okay, so last year
I have
he
no
woke
concept of time.
up a minute. It took him a minute. Box stuffing is delicious too.
If you do it right, it can be.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be real. Like, your mom's stuffing is probably my favorite homemade stuffing,
Yeah.
and I say that, with all respect to my family and everything else, that one's my favorite. However, I'm a sucker for some Stofers.
Man, it's so good.
Make that I will eat that just right out of a pan
Me too. Same.
and call it a
Same.
day.
You know, I need to
Throw some sausage in that, and you've got yourself a wonderful meal.
I never think of that as like a meal or a side any other time of the year except for now.
Occasionally, Jessie will throw it in there because she
Yeah?
knows I love it.
Oh,
She knows I love
so
it.
smart. I need to buy it and surprise myself with it or something. You know what I mean? Oh my! Where did this come from? Where did this come from?
You gotta hide the box in like a. So you gotta buy it in the summertime, right?
Right.
Or no, buy it in the wintertime because it's holiday-esque,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Hide it in a coat after you put it up.
No,
Or hide it in your swim trunks.
This is
Oh, it's time to make stuffing
this
again.
is what Chad does. This is what Chad does. He makes it, gets in his car, crashes into a wall, goes to the hospital, and then he forgets everything. Goes back home, and they're like, "This was on the stove." And he's like, "Stovetop, my favorite." Ah! If you forget,
I think you should it's kind of like icing
Lost me in
yourself.
that story, bro.
It's like icing yourself. You got to hide it somewhere. So get it in the wintertime, hide it in your swim trunks. That way summer comes around, you're getting ready to go to the pool, you open up your drawer, you pull out that swim trunk, and you're like,
You pull out your drawers.
what's this box in here? And you're like, oh my.
Even better. And if we could start this as like a TikTok trend, we need to put an ice in a stovetop and call it stove ice. And then you put it in a place that you remember at some point, and then you ice yourself and then make yourself some stuffing in the summer some point. That's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
on the group chat, my buddy makes a turkey pot pie the next day. It drives me nuts how good it is. I didn't think about making a turkey
Ooh.
pot pie.
My mom has done that before. She
My
like
mouth is watering.
It sounds great, but I still want just a sandwich with the moist maker.
yeah.
Also on the group chat, a new meaning for stuffing your shorts.
Well done,
Dude,
but
Stouffer's is the best. Yes, adding sausage and jalapeno in the group chat. I'm getting really
jalapenos.
hungry. I'm getting
That's
so.
that's what?
dude.
That's-
This is
take it up
just
a notch.
crazy.
you would be awesome is some stuffing with some sausage and some of the Dane's candied jalapenos.
Yes.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
So
That
speak-
is a meal.
Speaking
That would be
of
amazing.
spicy things, right? So one of the things I did this
This
past
penis.
weekend was Lance and I got together sexually and then created hot sauce.
Spicy.
Drop
no,
the
so we
load-
made some,
you
we made
dropped
some
the load on that salsa.
we made some hot sauce. We made we were shooting for a holiday type hot sauce, right? So
Cranberry.
cranberry. It is. It's
Seriously?
yeah, seriously.
It's good.
Cranberry.
if you like shitty hot sauce.
yeah, if you
No,
like
it's
shitty hot
actually
sauce.
really good. It's so good.
Cranberries with it had cinnamon
rude.
and nutmeg and a little bit of ginger in there, and it had about 25 habaneros and some
Little ginger.
yeah. I had him stick his pink little
Just
penis
enough, which is all I
in there.
got.
Big little penis. You're the only sin I'm in, baby.
Yeah, so I had so we did cinnamon, a little bit of brown sugar was in there, a little nutmeg, a little ginger.
Nut. I
Yeah.
knew you were about to
A
say
little
it.
nut-
He's looking at
nutmeg-
the same time.
A little
Jesus
nutmeg from
Christ.
the little ginger.
We don't even hang out that much anymore, and we still know each other way too well. This is kind of getting ridiculous.
But it turned out fucking fantastic, and so I was really excited about that. I can't wait to use some of that on my Thanksgiving stuff. So
I think that could be one of those things that you literally just pour over cream cheese and get crackers and dip it because
yeah.
it's like a good spice and flavor, and it had a little creaminess to it, and it would just like because that's going to be hard to eat like lots of because it is spicy.
Yeah.
Like you can't have like a spoonful or something.
oh
I
no,
mean,
you don't want to spoon.
right? But if you put over some of that cream cheese, that'd be fucking awesome, man.
So the past two salsas Lance has made, like the habanero and the tomatillo.
the hatch tomatillo,
I just call them green and red.
Yes.
But yeah, they're great.
Man, they're just good with I put it on my Chinese food or my pizza. It's so delicious.
Eggs. Really good with
yeah.
So
eggs.
tonight
Burritos.
for dinner, Jesse made like one of those sheet pan meals with we had some apple and chicken sausage, sweet potatoes, and Brussels sprouts. That's why the house smelled like Brussels sprouts when you walk in there. But that salsa complemented or that hot sauce complemented all that together. So yeah, I'm here for that. I want to try that on everything this Thanksgiving. That's what I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to be shitting my pants later because it's going to be so hot and tear my stomach up. But I'm okay with that.
Man, I can't wait. Yeah, Thanksgiving is next Thursday, so man.
Is
I'm
that your
excited.
favorite holiday?
It is. You know, I don't know if I've brought it up before, but one year for my birthday, and I remember it because the Broncos were playing, and I asked my mom. She's like, "What do you want for your birthday?" And I'm like, "I want a Thanksgiving dinner," and she made me a Thanksgiving dinner. You know,
That's not an easy feat
it's
either.
not. She had to find a fucking turkey, and made the mashed potato stuffing the way I like.
Where does one find a turkey? I mean, I guess your birthday's not
It's
that far
not that
from.
far
Yeah.
from
They've
Thanksgiving.
got 'em.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
but it's still kind of hard after.
I
the
never go
season.
to the store and look. So
She could have just got a chicken though and just like tricked you.
Oh no, it was a big motherfucker.
Damn.
that's a steroid laden chicken.
Yeah.
It is GMO. 100%. No, I've never gone to the store and just like looked after in the middle of summer like for turkeys.
Right.
I mean, I'm sure they're there,
Yeah.
just not as
I'm gonna have
plentiful.
to, I just realized I'm gonna have to get two. We're gonna do Thanksgiving in our place this year.
We got
So I'm
two
gonna
as
get
well.
one for Thanksgiving with the family, and then I'll need a second one for Friendsgiving again, which we'll have to figure out when we're gonna do that.
I got 3 I got to go to.
Damn. Well, no, you're not making them though.
No, thank God.
I'm talking about making
Oh,
them.
yeah, okay.
The question is if we do Friendsgiving, is Roy going to come up here and is he going to bring the corn in a can?
Hey, look, he has not brought the corn in years.
I know, but I think that he should bring that back.
Who are we talking about? Roy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I had the corn last year, but I brought corn nuggets. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It was a hit.
I mean, of course they're delicious, but don't just go to a store. Make some homemade corn nuggets.
Man,
Actually, you know what? Just bring the corn nuggets. They were fire. Let's be real.
So the question during the holidays, number one, are you going to be doing a dry January?
my birthday's in January.
So
So
obviously
no.
not.
No.
Right. Are you
Ask
going to
me.
do? Are you going to do one?
His birthday's in January.
Yeah. So
I'm also going to Mexico in January. So.
and obviously someone got abducted because the phone's going off.
Oh no.
Anyways.
Oh my.
So this one woman found out how much alcohol you'd have to consume to gain 1 pound of fat.
It probably isn't that much.
So in order to gain 1 pound of fat, the average person needs to consume about 3,500 calories.
Right.
All right. So
So that's like
the number of drinks in which to gain 1 pound of fat. So 37.5 flutes of Prosecco, 50 shots of tequila rose,
okay.
15.5 passion fruit martinis,
These are some random ass drinks. Like just hit me with something that we actually drink.
15 pints of Heineken,
Okay.
66 shots of Sambuca, 64 single vodka and Diet Cokes.
Are you saying, is this each drink or is it total?
You'd have to consume. So it not all, no,
Everything
no, no,
that
no,
you
no,
said.
no, 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 no.
You're like, hell yeah, I'm not gaining any weight.
No,
it's each one of these items. He's telling us the
I'm
number.
telling you the number that
of
goes
what it
along
would
with
take to gain 1
Can you
pound.
start over?
Say the ones we know.
All right, so you're fan. I mean, so vodka
So
and
like
diet so
beers, vodka, whiskeys.
64 single vodka and Diet Cokes,
64. That's actually not bad,
15 pints of Heineken,
right?
17.5 pints of Guinness,
Yeah.
26 medium glasses of white wine.
I can tell you right now because I'm real good with the maths. It's also 35 of generally almost any seltzers because they're all like 100, right?
Right,
So
yeah.
35.
15 espresso martinis, 36.
15?
Yeah, 15 of them. 36
so
glasses of
good.
champagne, 25 bottles of Corona. That's for
Okay.
you.
Why for
Okay.
me?
We know
34 single,
why.
34 single pink gin and lemonades. So, with all that said,
How
for-
many cousins for you, Tim?
2, and I'll gain a pound.
Damn.
With all that being said, though, that you can consume. So those that are you're worried about, I got to watch out what I'm going to drink because of the holidays. Look, you can drink a shit ton. You're not going to gain that much weight.
Yeah.
So live a little.
Yeah, I guarantee you.
Live a little.
I mean, what is it, about 3,500 calories in a box of Stouffer's compared to 35 seltzers? Just drink your seltzers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, whichever.
Yeah, skip that box of stuffing.
Skip that entire box of stuffing, which is probably 4 actual,
How many
servings, but 1 Javier serving.
I kind of.
You ain't lying.
I'm gonna look that up.
I
And
mean,
see,
remember we had the conversation of where
The
I
mac and
eat a whole ramen noodle.
Oh,
with
yeah.
2 bags of ramen noodles
And a
sandwich. That's a meal. That's a Mexican meal.
I'm looking at Stovetop real quick. Just I want to see the calorie count on that because
What do you think has got the most calories in Thanksgiving meals? Probably the stuffing, right?
Yes, because I think
Or the
it's-
desserts.
Oh, but
Like
those
pumpkin
are-
pies.
That's different though. That's a separate
Okay, so we're
entity.
talking food.
Not we're
Okay.
talking about the foods. I think so because it's carbs. It's all straight carbs and butter.
Right.
There's butter in carbs for those that don't know or have watched me.
There's butter in carbs.
There's carbs and butter.
Oh, carbs and butter.
There's butter in carbs. But did you see they're making a new Mean Girls?
Yeah, I did see that.
It's like it's off of the musical, but it's like
Yeah.
What do you think?
all right. So
Nah.
a 6-ounce
Nah.
box makes around 6 servings.
Okay.
Or one for me.
And then
it's a
how
tw-
many calories?
If it's a 12-ounce, it's 12 servings, and that's what I'm trying to find is
because the box isn't going to tell you exactly. It's going to tell you what's in the box, like you ate dry bread. But if you had it served with like the butter and everything like that.
Let me say this real quick because then we have a Friendsgiving thing. This is a Friendsgiving conversation.
Okay.
But this is my challenge to Christy. So get stovetop.
Yeah.
Make those into like cupcake
Ooh, yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Bowls or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
And then like
Don't tell me like mashed potato icing.
mashed potato icing.
Ooh.
But like put some like a little bit of corn, a little bit of mac and cheese, a little bit of turkey.
You got to put a little cranberry sauce like
a little
in the
cranberry
middle.
sauce. Yeah. No, that's gonna go on top. It's gonna be
okay. Oh, like a glaze.
Yeah, like a glaze.
Okay.
And then like cover it with mashed potatoes on top, and then put a little bit of cranberry like icing.
all right. Good news, everybody.
Yeah.
If you got 12 serving Stouffer's,
Yeah.
it's actually only 1,200 calories if you eat it all by yourself.
Okay.
That's not bad.
That's not too bad.
2 boxes.
So you could eat 1 box and still have plenty left over to drink your seltzers.
Right.
Man, you could have a if you are single on and by yourself, just kind of flying solo for Thanksgiving. What all do you need? You can get your box of Stouffer's,
Yeah.
chicken flavored stuffing, eat a whole box of that, and get enough seltzers in your system to get completely shit canned and forget about your life.
Please don't.
Yeah,
do
because
that.
that'd be another 23 seltzers.
Yeah, dude.
Please don't do that. Don't do that.
I mean, you could just get shithoused and you're full. You throw up before you ever were able to drink
Watch
23
the-
seltzers.
watch the
you
ma-
have a box of stuffers.
You do
or
that.
Stouffer's.
You do that in the morning. Watch the Macy's Day Parade. You could have yourself have a good, wonderful Thanksgiving.
Look, if you're by yourself on Thanksgiving, just go to the strip club. They have a buffet, I'm sure. At least you're gonna have titties in your face, and you're gonna have like good Thanksgiving meal.
Didn't you have like wasn't there a porn story that you were gonna say?
Oh yeah, so I don't know. Well, I don't know. Tim's got.
No, no, no. Yeah.
Moving on from strip clubs.
So the fuck. How did we get into this conversation? We were talking about the teacher on OnlyFans who got caught
that's
and
right.
fired.
That's right.
Yeah, so if you've been living on a rock, there was a teacher in like Missouri or whatever, somewhere
Yeah.
up that way that she got fired because she had an OnlyFans, and she has come out and said like she's literally made more money than she'd ever think that she could have ever made in her entire life. She's paid off all of her debt.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm talking.
I'm sure her parents' debt, everyone's debt that she's.
Millions
Yeah.
within like the first like 6 weeks.
Not millions.
Well,
No, millions.
Dude, you don't know how much these people make on OnlyFans.
I know Bad Baby whenever she turned 18 and because it came out what she was making. I think that first year she made like $18 million on OnlyFans.
This teacher was all over the news that entire week.
Oh, no, I'm sure.
Everyone knew about her.
Yeah.
So surely she made at least $1 million that first month.
Second OnlyFans teacher, the second one, made $65,000 in 2 weeks.
Hey, look, I'm pro.
The former teacher who left education makes nearly $1 million on OnlyFans.
I think I'm pro this because look, this is what we live in a time where
This is America.
I thought this was America. No, I don't see why keep your kids away from the internet. Like, don't let them look for your.
Well, they're saying it wasn't even the kids. Like with the second teacher, that somebody just stumbled across it and gave it over to the.
I mean, if you're attractive and you're on OnlyFans and there's tons of people on OnlyFans, someone's going to find you.
but
I think it
and they're
was
from a small town too.
But I think they didn't show her face.
No,
I
she didn't.
think
She didn't. She didn't show her
It
face
was
at all.
like waist
Really?
down, or
Then what did
neck
they?
down.
Does she have tattoos or something?
No.
But the thing is, like, look, if you want them to not do that, then pay them better.
Well, yeah, and so
Pay them better.
That
Pay
was her
teachers
whole
better.
thing. She's like, I did this because at the rate that she was in debt at for school, it would have taken her probably close to like 40 years at the salary that she made, plus cost of living and all that, to pay off her debt.
I'm sorry, it's not realistic for you to pay teachers as much money as OnlyFans people make. If you can make that much money doing OnlyFans, then do what you want to do.
Yeah, you play off the fucking perversion of the fucking dads. Because, like, on the group chat, it was probably some kid's dad.
Oh yeah, for sure.
For sure.
100%.
Like, I mean, this is, like, ridiculous.
Well, and there was a second teacher at the same school
Yeah.
who she just got busted, but she, after this all went down, she immediately deleted her OnlyFans and everything. She made $62,000 within like the first few weeks.
She
yeah.
said it was more important to be a teacher, right?
Yeah.
Or something like that.
And the other girl was just like, screw it. I mean, teacher would be cool, but
she leaned in hard.
And like, I think, I saw her on a video, like an interview with Adam 22 and Lena the Plug.
who are these people?
The No Jumper podcast, they're big on Instagram.
I don't know either
and
one.
they're big in the porn community, but it's a husband and wife duo. They interview porn stars.
Wait, so these two are married?
They're married.
Okay, and they interview porn
they
stars.
porn stars, and then they act with them. And they had her on their show, and did what they
And then
did.
acted
But,
with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think honestly, it was a good jump off point, because now I'm sure she's making more money when they see her on there. And again, it's playing to the perversion of men. Like, come on, like men.
Oh, women too, maybe.
And women too, yeah. But men ain't shit. We'll pay for it. Well, whatever floats your boat. But I don't think it's wrong for kind of people to like thumb their nose at them. Right? Is it the right saying?
I don't think
I think
so.
it's just jealousy.
It is, and I think
Oh, this person's making a lot more money.
Oh well, I'm sorry. Are you going to pay my bills? Are you going to
Yeah.
pay my mortgage? Like, I'm able to pay my car.
Look, I'm thinking I'm going to start selling my. I've been talking about this, but I think I'm just going to have to pull the trigger and start selling feet pics.
Why not? I mean, look, this is what I say. PPP.
I ought to
Yeah,
do
but
what
that's not a
I ought to
thing.
do what
That's not a
Robin did and just post picture of your feet on the internet
I don't
and
think she want people to know about that.
I don't think she actually did that, bro.
No.
Calmate. So, No Jumper, they've got like 3 million followers. I've never even heard of this.
Oh
before.
yeah, I follow him for all my his wife.
No, Rob and I talked about we were gonna make our own feet pics OnlyFans together
Nice.
and just like show
Nice.
our feet and stuff. I think that why not?
Hey Tim, nice cock.
Thank you.
Nice feet.
Nice feet.
Nice feet. Nice feet.
Nice foot.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
The problem is that if fame gets to my head
or
then,
your feet.
or my feet,
Yeah, and
then
our
what?
hats are kind of running out of sizes.
Yeah. Then
Are
what?
they what? Do we what?
Whenever we get big-headed, these heads just keep with the hats. The thing we said earlier.
Oh yeah, but no, they have this No Jumper and Adam 22 and Lena the Plug. They have a reality show now where he's trying to find the next person to sleep with his wife, like like on a professional shoot. So that's their thing too. So it's a big thing.
Elena the Plug's his wife.
Lena the Plug is his wife.
Okay.
All right, I wanna kind of derail for just a second.
Please do so.
At this point, yeah, because I'm going down this rabbit hole, and I don't want to.
And I want to ask you guys how you feel about this, and I really want to ask those of the people in the chat
Keep
that
chatting. I
have.
gotta get another drink.
I want to ask the people in the chat that have kids how they feel about this. Okay,
No. I'm
so there's a restaurant in North Georgia that is charging adults for being bad parents.
Which
Okay.
means what exactly?
So basically, what it comes down to is if you bring your kid in there to the restaurant and your child acts a fool and you can't keep them under control, because this is supposedly a pretty nice restaurant,
Right.
they are putting a additional charge, kind of like a gratuity, for having to deal with your kid.
Okay.
So a Yelp review from September 2nd claims that the owner was so rude to my grandkids that he made a 3-year-old cry.
I think that we would be okay with that, and I think most parents would be okay with that too. If your kid is going bonkers, you either need to leave or you need to control your kid. I mean, that's just kind of the way it is. Now, if that doesn't happen all the time and it's a one-off, okay, what would you going to do? You're probably just going to leave, right? You're probably just going to go, well, let me see if I can get this to go and leave.
So another review said from July 2nd by a father of 2 children claims they were given a bad look as soon as the family entered the restaurant. And the manager later told his wife that she could not rock their baby, who was not crying, in a fancy restaurant.
Well, okay, that's too far, right? Coming from the chat, though, from multiple parents at this point, oh, I'm completely good with that, 100% good with that. The kid that acts up usually makes a huge mess. Teach your kids to behave or don't take them. Agreed with all that. Now, if they're being just like assholes to people that bring kids, I mean, I guess it does kind of depend on the restaurant.
That's kind of shitty, right?
Yeah.
So they literally, so there's a surcharge and of dollar. It just says $.
Doll hairs.
It's $50. It's $50. I saw the
okay, $50. Yeah. So and it literally says for adults unable to parent.
Yeah.
I think it's like, look, Tim Love did the same thing. Like,
he just made it where you weren't allowed to bring your kid,
and you had to wear like a jacket, no phone. But I mean, same.
Have y'all been there yet?
No,
I don't own a jacket.
I found my jacket recently.
Did you find your vest also?
No, just the jacket. But now I realize that that's probably the jacket I need to put the Stofers in because I haven't seen the jacket in 2 years. That's the jacket.
How long does Stofers last is the question.
I mean, come on. It's a dried good product.
It's probably fine.
It's probably got a pretty long shelf life.
Yeah, I got rid of that whole suit.
Which one?
The one we had to go through Joseph A. Bank and get.
Oh, yeah. So that's the one I have still.
Yeah.
That's the one I pulled out, and, it still fits and everything.
It looked like
nice.
garbage on me.
Yeah, they were not great suits, and I still think about the guy that works there, and I still get upset about it.
Do you?
Yeah, fuck that guy.
I would like nowadays. I don't know why. I just didn't say anything. I was just caught off guard. I beat that motherfucker's ass.
To quote him, if you just eat a salad,
right?
Son of a bitch, man.
Dude, that guy was a dick.
He was the worst of people.
On the group chat, I was gonna say, did it have Stovers in it?
That's too bad. So I'm okay with a surcharge for being a bad parent, and in fact, I think you should charge just anybody for being just a shitty person at a restaurant.
So
yeah.
I don't know if I could tell.
Treat your service industry people right.
I don't know if I could tell the story, but
I think you can.
Tammy was telling me whenever she was younger, whenever her and her brother would act up somewhere, like if they were at the grocery store, her mom would be like, "Nope, leave the bag, like the cart full of groceries, and just walk out the door." Like, nope, I'm not gonna have that. Y'all aren't gonna cause a ruckus in here. I'm not gonna control y'all.
That's great.
Damn.
I mean,
I love it.
I got beat. Like my dad beat the shit out of me. He didn't beat the shit.
Well, what's scary? Well, okay, what's scary? Getting the shit beat out of you, or your mom just abandoning you in a store? Because I've lost mommy in the store whenever I was a kid,
yeah, totally.
and you freak the fuck out.
Right.
I think that might be scarier.
I saw Tammy from a distance the other day. By the way, saw her through the glass. Trying to make this sound creepier than it really is.
Man?
You're like peering in her salon.
I went to the pantry on Magnolia. I've never been there before with my parents the other day because they had they had these Thanksgiving dumplings. They were like, one was turkey and one was like a mashed potato, one was like a stuffing. I forgot. You would have loved this. Dude, these were the best. And I was eating them and I didn't realize, I didn't even look at what they were. I just said, I want the dumpling sampler. And they were all like Thanksgiving related, and they were bomb. But that was just the appetizer. I actually had the what was it? It was
These soup
pho.
dumplings.
Yeah, those were soup dumplings.
Okay.
But the pho there, they had like this beef rib or something pho. Something short rib pho.
Oh, I love short ribs.
So good, man. But yeah, on the way back, I was walking to the car, and I was like, "That's Tammy's shop." I was pointing out to my parents, and she was standing there in the window talking to somebody, and I was like, "Oh!" It seemed like I'm pointing at her, like, "There she is, get her!" So I just kind of hid behind a tree.
God damn it!
That's funny. You say that because Jesse got a text message from her. And she's like, "There's this weird dude that's just pointing and running."
Weird guy with glasses and a hat. But I want to go there in Teddy Wong's.
Oh yeah, I want to go to Teddy Wong's as well.
I thought you said Teddy and Teddy won't. I was like, "What?" I want to go there, but Teddy won't. That's what I heard.
Teddy doesn't want to go. Teddy's his own
Who's
man.
Teddy? But where's what is Teddy Wong's?
It's the new. It's like a
it's a dumpling spot, right?
Soup
Is that the place
Yeah.
that was in Lee's Walk?
Yes.
On Rosedale?
Yeah. It's a soup dumpling spot
yeah.
that just opened up. I'm sure if Angie were listening, she would tell us.
Yeah, there's actually
Angie.
a couple of restaurants that have popped up that I have not been to. Been so damn busy, and that's one of them that's popped up. There's another one that has the guy with the glasses. He's like a famous
Jared from Subway.
Jared from Subway.
he's a famous chef, and he's like on like all those food shows.
Oh,
and stuff like that.
Lamargo, or I need to go to Lamargo. I need to go to a F1.
F1. That's it. That's
steakhouse?
what I'm thinking. Yeah, I want to check that place out.
Yeah, me too.
Gordon Ramsay.
No.
No?
What?
Jared
No.
from Subway.
Idiot.
What else did you have, Timothy?
I mean, I've got just like
You got a game for us?
Any one other
okay.
thing that you want to do?
I got one more thing.
All right.
One more thing.
I've heard Pantry was better than Teddy Wong's. I don't know. I have to go to Teddy Wong's to figure it out. But the Pantry on Magnolia is absolutely, it really is bomb. And the cool thing about that place is you can go, and they were so packed because of the pho. You can go next door to Grandma's and just order drinks at Grandma's
yeah.
and eat there.
Yeah.
And they'll bring you the food. So we just went and had a couple of drinks at Grandma's, and because of the long wait, it's like 30 minutes, and they just brought us our food later, which is kind of cool.
All right, so I want to ask a question. Does the name Jacob Chansley ring a bell to you?
It sounds like Walmsley, and I remember that guy.
No,
Not the same guy.
Chansley does not sound.
What about a guy that served 2 years in prison for his role on the January 6th attack on Congress?
I mean, unless it was that main guy that was in all the pictures and videos.
Yeah, he wants to run for Congress. He's so Jacob Chansley, or the QAnon shaman,
That's what. Yeah, that guy.
became an infamous symbol on January 6th attack on Congress by the way he was dressed. He apologized and was recently released from prison after serving more than 2 years. Now he wants to run for Congress. I thought if you had a felony,
Right? That's what I was thinking. It's like, I didn't even realize, wasn't he in jail?
yeah, for 2 years, over 2
Prison?
years.
He served his nickel.
So he rose to American
I said nickel.
infamy. Remember infamy?
Yeah.
You remember what that word means,
yeah.
Chad?
Means not famous in a good way. It means famous in a bad way.
Yeah, which Chad would like to go down in infamy.
It's like the Kennedy assassination.
QAnon shaman became the face of the January 6, 2021 siege of the Capitol. So he is considering running for a U.S. Congress seat in the 2024 election representing his home state of Arizona. I am so thankful it's not Texas.
Yeah.
And I was originally concerned it was going to be Florida.
Well, it seems more like a Florida dude. And I don't think he represents that state because I love Arizona. Arizona's such a baller-ass state. I love it there.
And this, so he's going to run basically on an independent type docket. So he's not going to make anything.
No, he's just doing it for attention. You got it, buddy.
Also on the same.
They talked about you on the Funky Panther. You did it. You made it. Congratulations. You might need a bigger hat now.
On the same
Buffalo
note, he's got to get a bigger buffalo.
Yeah,
He's definitely gonna need a bigger buffalo. On the same note, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is running for president, and
Okay.
he was gonna run. So, son of Robert Kennedy, who was killed, nephew of JFK.
Okay.
I remember he was killed in Los Angeles.
Yeah. So, kind of a family known for like their
Deaths?
politicians dying, right? So,
Teddy Kennedy killed the person.
RFK Jr. has asked for a Secret Service detail because he's running for president. Every presidential candidate has gotten a Secret Service detail. In fact, I believe, you can request it, and I believe Obama got one. It's either Obama or I think it was Obama got one 500 days prior to the election.
Well, he had
I
to
believe it.
because-
Yeah, he was like the first.
Right. So RFK's already had. So this guy's already had 2 randos show up. One guy dressed as a representing law enforcement, trying to gain access to himself, gain access to him. Yeah.
Hell?
So he's had all this stuff. His family's known for getting murdered, right, assassinated, and the Biden.
Do we know why though? Like, it's just like people like, you know what? That seems like a good family for murder. Or is there like a reason?
Dude, there's so many conspiracies behind it. There really are.
Because I didn't know that people just want to go after these people.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, there's a new podcast called "Who Killed Kennedy" on all streaming.
There's also a
platforms.
new documentary too.
Yeah, but the
That's
podcast,
going. That's about the autopsy.
Yeah. Oh, where they stole his brain.
Yes.
But the podcast is going to release info about how there were others involved.
Yeah.
And how like the CIA might have been involved. So it's got Rob Reiner and Soledad O'Brien doing the podcast. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, so he's getting denied his Secret Service.
Why is that?
They don't know. The Biden administration has denied it, even though he's had 2 attacks on himself. His theory, it's conspiracy theories at this point, but his theory is, the one way to get rid of someone who's campaigning is to drain their funds, and by forcing him, because he's an independent now, because
He's got to pay for it himself.
Yeah, because he was originally going to go for the Democratic ticket, and
which
not going to get the nominee for it.
None of these nominees. I think there absolutely needs to be a new Democratic nominee.
So,
but
the conspiracy behind it all, though, is that they're with the whole family is that they just want the Kennedys were trying to do too much good or whatever, and they just need to get rid of them. And so now he's going through the same thing, which is insane.
Do you think that's going to happen to us because we're constantly trying to do good?
I think
between the 3 of us, we're just constantly.
we stay good, but we don't do good, but we stay good.
We stay good and do good.
I mean, we did participate.
We stay good, but we do good sometimes.
I don't know. We do.
That
bad.
should be another slogan. Stay good and do good things sometimes.
That should just be on the back of the shirt. Just do good things sometimes.
Just good things sometimes, and the front says "Stay good."
Yeah.
Stay good? Question mark. Do good, and then the
I don't know.
the shrug emoji.
Yeah. This is how we come up with merch, guys.
I know.
Yeah, it's
on there like
what
idiots.
happens. Yeah, so that's the only other bit I just found that kind of odd that we've got someone who's trying to run for president. It's almost like I'm not saying they're scared that it's going to cause issues, but
Yeah.
Technically, you're not supposed to get Secret Service detail until like you're like a nominee,
He's
or whenever you're one of the core nominees.
Right.
That's when you get your Secret Service detail.
And
from what I've seen on the show, The West Wing.
Yeah, now he was going.
Well,
for,
they're turning down all the halls.
Yes, it's a
The
good
West
show, man. It's a really.
It's
good
all
show.
about halls, though, isn't it?
Yeah, the whole show is just halls. They're in halls the whole time. I've only watched like a little bit, and they were just in halls.
They're
the
always
whole
in the
time.
same place.
I just figured like it was a show about mazes, and they just never got out.
I believe the White House is just a giant maze.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I got.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Is it?
So
I think it's
that's all. That's all I have.
Yeah, I think we're a little over the hour.
Cool. Let me check Twitter real quick and see if there's anything fun.
So again, catch us next week, Tuesday, the week of Thanksgiving. We're gonna have the TFTI podcast on our show. Finally, we have had an ex-member of the pod here a long time ago.
Granted, I'm gonna just throw this out there. He was still with TFTI at the time. So
Right,
we've
so-
had TFTI on.
Technically, but we have not had Jesus and Lyrical on, so really excited about having those guys on. And
Yeah, we're gonna make Javier and Lyrical rap battle.
we may or may not
God damn
have
it.
bloodshed. We're really going to find out what's going to happen. We don't know, but look forward to having them in the studio. If you already do so, please make sure you follow us on all things social media. You can find all of our things at thefunkypanther.com. And please call us. Someone other than Corey, call or text us. 817-677-0408. Leave us some love. Leave us some hate. We don't really give a shit. Just leave us something.
Just don't leave us late for dinner.
That doesn't apply.
Didn't work. Sorry.
No.
Corey said he's gonna buy that shirt.
Oh, hell yeah.
Do good sometimes.
Don't forget to
Question
go
mark.
out there and vote for your favorite musicians on the the Fort Worth Weekly.
Yeah, Fort Worth Weekly.
And then also,
We got the music awards
Fort
coming
Worth
up.
Magazine has the best of coming up, which means we could get a part of that one again. So, if you see it, vote for us. Do your thing.
Look, just let us have that one publication at this point.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
We'll rule that one. Y'all can rule the rest.
Right. Rule the roost. Anything else y'all want to mention?
I just want y'all to stay good and wish me a happy birthday if you see me out.
Or don't. You know what I mean? So stay good
Hey,
and do good things sometimes.
If you
everybody.
wanna send me money, you can find me on OnlyFans at Satan's Anus. No, that's it. That's all I got.
All right, everybody. Stay good and do good things sometimes. I'm Chad.
I'm Javier.
I'm Tim.
We are.
The Funky Panther!